Oh, hi. Here I am at Lords Little Wonders Kindergarten, and behind me is a very big wall that we are going to paint. Are you ready for it? A mural on. That's like a great big painting with a paintbrush and some paints. But first of all, I'm going to get my chalk and I'm going to chalk out some sketches that we've done with the children of what we want on our wall. So into the classroom we go to map out what we are going to put on our mural. Now we know that we want our very special rivers on this mural. We've got three very important rivers in this area: the Logan River, the Pimpama River, and little streams in between that join up the rivers. And the third river is the Albert River. And all of the rivers travel down and end up joining the ocean. We're going to paint the ocean at the bottom of our mural. Now this area has got three very important totem animals, one being the carpet snake. Now the carpet snake connects our people to the land. And then we need the sky. And after we paint the sky, we definitely need some nice happy sunshine. Sunshine that blesses the land, sunshine that blesses the lakes and the rivers and the ocean and the people and the animals. And then with our paintbrushes, we're going to get very busy painting all of the land on our mural. That's where we all live, around the rivers and the ocean and the mountains. Now, we need some families on the land. There's some symbols for the families. And then down the bottom, we definitely need another one of the totem animals, the dolphin. So we're going to put dolphins down there, and they're going to be chasing some fish. And then we're going to put some more of our favourite animals, turtles, platypus, and then down the bottom we're going to paint one of the very special paintings, a whale. And then along the snake we're going to put more paintings from the Kindy children. Now at the top we definitely need another one of the totem animals, the sea eagle. And the sea eagle is a very clever environmentalist, because down in the rivers and the ocean are little tiny fish and mummy and daddy fish showing them where to go. And the sea eagle makes sure that they only eat the little fish, because they know that the big fish down in those oceans and rivers are very, very important. So there you go, only a little fish. So off I go to start with the chalk. All of the children followed Renata around, and we started to chalk on the wall where we needed to paint. And then of course we have to get the paint and open up the tins and start dipping our brushes in.
You did go.
We painted the green snake and we started to paint the blue rivers. Everyone helped to paint the blue rivers, and it was so much fun to paint on our mural. And after our first day of lots of painting, this is what it looked like. Okay, it's the second day of painting our mural at Lords Little Wonders Kindergarten. And we had started yesterday, as you can see, some paint on the wall, and this morning I'm waiting for some Kindy children who are going to come and paint the ocean at the bottom of the wall. Once again, on the second day, all of our Kindy friends helped to paint the ocean at the bottom of our mural. Even Miss Matja helped us. And we got all the ocean in, and then we needed to paint the land in between. So eventually, on day 2, we got all of the land down. Now, we did need some pictures for our mural, so all the children did some pictures, and some of the pictures went up on the wall. There was lots of rainbows. And someone drew a platypus, which we put on the mural, up on the snake. And somebody drew a snake family of a father snake, a mother snake, a brother snake, and a sister snake. And they went up on the wall too. And some more rainbows. And some more rainbows. Along our river here we've got some turtles, and one of our kindy friends drew a beautiful turtle, brown with some green spots and little black feet. So that's what we're going to paint on our turtles today. And what a beautiful design that turtle is. Renata's sister Gwenny came along to help us paint one day. And all of the children loved watching her paint the turtles on the wall. And that design looks fantastic. We also had a whale that we had to put on the wall. So the children helped to paint the whale, and we couldn't forget the little white eye. And more rainbows, and more rainbows. And we also needed fish. Fish through the rivers and fish through the ocean. And the children helped us to paint the fish using sticks. They dragged the paint out 2 little tails with their stick. It was so much fun. Now all of these little fish are being rounded up by dolphins, who are very clever at catching fish, which is why the Aboriginal people like them as one of their totems, as well as that sea eagle, who's very, very environmentally clever. Now on our wall we also put a cross, and Miss Macjack was the first person to put her fingerprint on the cross, and then using a stick she put some dots representing each member of her family, as did Mrs. Rose and Miss Hoff. In fact, lots of people put their families on the cross. Miss Courtney, lots of the Kindy children, some of the mummies, and teachers and members of our community. We all worked together to put our families on the cross. Now Miss Matjack said, we cannot forget the chickens. So to represent the chickens, we use little feet marks going from the kindy to someone's house. Can you see that swirl? Here we go. The swirls represent all the different families around the community. So here's our mural before, and here's the finished product. Every time you come to Kindy, you'll be able to look at the mural, and you'll be able to play alongside the mural. And when visitors come, they can put their family on the cross. We hope you love your mural and that you play happily alongside it. And every time you drive up that driveway, you can remember, I love